Hello everyone, and welcome to this 45-minute Strong Hatha practice. Let's come to sit on the knees. So bringing the knees together to touch and just bringing the hips to the heels, landing your sit bones down. And just begin to close your eyes down. Let your shoulders relax. Maybe feel your tailbone gently dropping heavier towards your heels. Noticing the ground that's rising up to meet your shins. Feeling the shoulders rolling back and the chest expanding open. Let's take 3 inhales through the nose, 3 audible exhales out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Let's do 2 more like that. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale to sigh it out. And one more time, breathing in through the nose. And exhale to sigh it out. And you can choose to remain with the eyes closed, or you can open them, maintaining a soft gaze. I'm going to read something out of my journal by Alana Fairchild that I saw today, and every page I turn, all her little writings just seem to give me exactly what I need in this moment. And so I wanted to share this with you, and I hope this resonates with most of you. Whatever you want to change in your physical world can change. It requires a commitment to consciousness and growth, as well as unconditional trust in the process. Don't give up until all is as you wish it to be. You must believe in yourself and in the power of the divine. So there's a couple things in there that we can bring into the process, into the practice today. Trusting in the process and believing in yourself. And at some point also letting go of the need to control, the need to try and have it exactly how you want, and trusting in a bigger plan, in divine timing, in what is aligning for your highest good. So keeping on the shins, let's just bring the hands on the thighs and roll the shoulders back. Close the eyes down and just notice in your body where you're maybe feeling this activation of maybe anxiety, maybe you just want something to be as it is. So where is that feeling? That feeling of maybe shakiness or controllingness. And it's not looking at that part with judgment. It's just turning loving awareness to it. So just noticing where the feeling is of that in your body. For me, it tends to reside in my chest. Wherever that is for you, just draw your awareness to the feeling of it. It's an energy, and when we can feel into it, we begin to heal it. We begin to integrate it into our wholeness, and when it's becoming integrated into our wholeness, it begins to soften. It begins to be met with more love and compassion, because that's what it's needing. So we'll do a minute of breath of fire. So feel where this part of yourself that just wants to control, that wants to hold, that wants to know, that wants to have it how you want to have it, because I know I want to have things certain ways, but sitting in this energy is actually blocking me from having that come into form in my physical world, and it might be the same for you. And so just notice where this is, breathe into it, and we'll do breath of fire. So breath of fire is you're breathing in through the nose, and then it's a forced exhale out the nose. The mouth is closed the whole time, so it's just a out through the nose, and the inhale happens naturally. So stay with the sensation of that tension, that anxiety, that shakiness. Feel the ground beneath you, and let's go for 1 minute of breath of fire as you continue to feel this sensation for a minute. Breathing in through the nose. Breath of fire for 1 minute. And you don't have to clap. I'm just clapping to keep the tempo and the pace for you. When my clap is done, that means we'll stop the breath. So this, just keep focusing on your breath. And focusing on that sensation. This breath is great at supporting a release of energy. Good. Keep it going here. Last 30 seconds. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blow out through your mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, side out. And just notice the spaciousness that you have created within yourself from just that short little practice. Just noticing the spaciousness, and let's bring that spaciousness into our practice. So beginning to ground your right hand and sweep your left arm overhead. Drop your left hip and breathe into the left side body. Maybe gaze underneath your left armpit. Begin to sweep your left arm forward and land your left palm down and sweep your right arm overhead. I'm just laughing at that dog. He's totally barking at me. Gently tuck your right sit bone down and let your gaze turn underneath your right armpit. He does this every time I do breath work in the yard. Animals can really feel the energy moving out. So he's a good dog. And then begin to sweep your right arm forward, and let's turn onto hands and knees, coming into tabletop. Spread your fingers wide and just begin to take a few rounds of your cat-cow. Opening through the heart, and then beginning to scoop the tailbone, press the ground away, and gaze to your navel. And just find your rhythm and begin to really feel activation in the spine as you come into your cow shape. And as you come into your cat shape, focus on pressing the ground away and really breathing into the back of the shoulders, maybe taking an inhale. And as you exhale, release from your cat. So finding some intuitive movements here in your cat-cow. It doesn't just have to be inhale, exhale, back and forth. Maybe holding and pausing in your cat shape. And then maybe coming forward and holding and pausing in your cow shape. Feeling that activation. Let's just go a couple more times here. Really accentuate that tuck of the tailbone. Feel the lower abs turn on as you come into your cat. And then really lift your sit bones to the sky so you're getting that mobility in the pelvis area too. Good. Then come through neutral tabletop. Let's walk the hands forward, one hand length. Shift the shoulders over the wrist, tuck your toes and lift the knees for Palakasana. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Push the ground away, lengthen your neck forward and breathe for 5 breaths. Slow your breath down. And think of the glutes gently squeezing towards each other as well. Just tightening up your plank. Notice what your thumbs are doing. Press them down. Maybe feel the thumbs lengthen and create stability all the way up into the shoulders. Breathing nice and deep here. Couple more breaths. Gently bending the knees and stepping forward to the top of your mat. Let's melt forward, coming into Baddha Hasta Uttanasana. Reach for opposite elbows. Your knees can bend as much as you need. And just maybe rocking side to side. Notice the weight on the soles of the feet. Try to press your big toe edge down and root the heels. And see what it feels like to bring the breath into the back of the knees and the hamstrings. And taking audible exhales whenever you need. Beginning to curl your spine all the way up. Head and neck will come last. Reach the arms high, lift your gaze. Interlace the fingers for Kali Mudra. Left thumb over right, pointer fingers stretch tall. Big toes together to touch. Hug the inner thighs together. And exhale, hinge to the right as you press your hips to the left. Squeeze the right side of your body. Push down evenly through both feet. And press yourself up to stand. Exhale, bend knees and elbows. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, hinge to the left, pressing hips to the right. Push your feet down firmly. Notice the weight distribution on the feet, even pressure. Gentle tuck of the tailbone. And as you inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's heel toe the feet hip width and bring the hands to the low back. Fingertips face towards the ground. Roll the shoulders back, engage your glutes, and then press your hips forward. Bring awareness to your whole spine and activate the muscles around the vertebrae. Drawing the elbows towards each other, feel the shoulders open. Maybe your head falls back. Opening through the throat. Breathing nice and deep here. And slowly rising up. Good, let's inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Bend the knees, Utkatasana chair pose. Arms reach out in front, draw the shoulders back. Think of grounding all four corners of your feet and then try to pull the feet apart. Feel the hips begin to activate. Feel the spine lift and your feet rooting you down firmly in the earth. Let your shoulders soften as the chest expands open. And just feel a gentle wiggle, a softening in the wrists. Good. As you inhale, reach high, straightening the knees. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Begin to ground into your left foot, gentle bend of your left knee, and slowly step your right leg back. Rise up into your high lunge. Arms reach high, really lift off your right heel. You can try to heel toe your left foot forward. Think of lifting from your pelvis, let your shoulders soften, and then pull your left heel back, drag your right toes forward. And begin to interlace the fingers, left thumb over right, pointer fingers stretch tall. And as you exhale, hinge over to the left. Breathe into the opening that's happening on the right side of your hip flexor. On the right side of your body in the right hip flexor. And then notice that left knee, place weight to the left big toe. See if you can bend into the shape a little more, activating your right glute and creating that nice lift in the spine. As you inhale, rise up through center. Exhale, bring your hands to heart and step your right foot forward. Come back into your Utkatasana chair pose. Begin to lift up off the heels and sweep the arms back behind. Shoulders open. Stay here or take a bind, interlacing the hands. Lifting wrists away from the back body. And staying deeply connected to your breath. Good. Maybe gazing at a point of stillness, lift the heels higher as you press the balls of the feet down. Always staying connected to the breath through the challenge. Gently release the hands, press into the balls of the feet and slowly rise up. Reach the arms high and land the heels down, hands to heart. Tadasana mountain pose. Good. Bring your big toes together to touch. Hug the inner thighs together. Inhale, arms reach high. Interlace the fingers for Kali Mudra, and as you exhale, hinge to the right, holding here for longer this time. And just beginning to press your hips to the left. Gentle tuck of the tailbone, right hip draws forward. As you inhale, rise up through center. And exhale, bend knees and elbows. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, hinge to the left, pressing hips to the right. Push down into both feet, holding here for longer this time. I'm feeling that activation in the left side of the waist, helping to open in the right. Notice what your head is doing. If it's leaning forward, see if you can lean it back slightly. Keep gently tucking the tailbone. It's almost like you're squeezing between two panes of glass. As you inhale, rise up through center. Good. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Heel toe the feet hip width. Option one, you can bring your hands to your low back and hug the elbows towards each other. Option two, you're bringing hands to heart, pressing the hips forward and lifting your chest to thumbs. You can choose to stay here in your back bend, engaging your glutes, or reach the arms overhead in your Kali Mudra. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. Think of hugging the shoulder blades towards each other and really lifting your heart high as you push the soles of your feet down, maybe activating your quads as well. Slowly rising up, big inhale, and exhale, hands to heart. Let's inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, and reach the arms out in front. Holding here, bring the weight into the heels and lift your heart. Just a slight tuck of the tailbone. And think of pulling the feet apart. Imagine your knees squeezing a block. Soften in the wrists. Good, begin to rise up, big inhale, arms reach high. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. And begin to bend into your right knee. All the weight is in that right foot, and gently step your left foot back. Rise into a high lunge as you ground your right big toe. Really lift off your left heel and lift from your pelvis, so you're getting this nice length in the spine. Activation in your left glute, and then think of pulling your right heel back. You can maybe try and heel toe your right foot forward to get deeper into the shape. Listen to your body. So always moving from a place of love and kindness. It is good to challenge ourselves, but we need to challenge ourselves from a place of resource. So making sure that you have the stability in the pelvis, you have the stability in that right knee. The knee's always stacked over the ankle to create that stability. And then interlace the fingers. Take your Kali Mudra and begin to hinge over to the right this time. Breathe nice and deep into the left hip flexor, the front of your left hip. Maybe lean your head back, lean the shoulders back, and gently tuck your tailbone as you lift through the spine and then hinge to the right. Bring that weight onto the right big toe. Good. As you inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Begin to step your left foot forward. Come into your chair pose. Rise off the heels. Reach the arms behind, palms face up. You can choose to stay here or take the bind. Make sure your wrists are coming away from your tailbone if you have the bind. And the heart is open. The balls of the feet really ground you down. So that's what's rooting you to the earth. Heels are lifted. Notice your breath. Always coming back to that stable, Inhale and exhale. That is always accessible to you. Gently release the bind and slowly rise up. The heels are still lifted. Reach the arms high. Big inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to heart. Lower the heels. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. As you inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Let's bring the big toes together to touch. 1 inch space between the heels. Lengthen the spine and then twist over to the left. Press your palms together. Draw your right hip and knee back. It will want to come forward here. So this helps to square the pelvis and twist properly from above your navel. So you're getting this deep massage in the digestive organs. You're releasing tension in that T-spine area. And it's always the T-spine that we want to create the twist from, never from the low back. So this is why we draw the right knee and hip back, to avoid that misalignment. Breathing nice and deep. Draw your chest towards your thumbs and use the pressure of your palms and the pressure of your right elbow into your left knee to create a deeper twist. Maybe gaze up and over your left shoulder. Use that Ujjayi breath. Make the audible sound at the back of your throat like you're fogging a mirror to breathe out that energy. And as you inhale, come through center. Exhale, ground your right foot and step your left leg back. You're coming into your high lunge, arms reach high. Holding here, let's take the Kali Mudra. Lift off your left heel, pull your right heel back. Lift from your pelvis and lengthen your spine tall as you ground your right foot and left toes. Where can you find a little more ease in the effort of your practice? So letting go of that control, just noticing where it is and just letting the breath connect with it, and just let the body move in however it wants to when it connects with that part of control in your body. The body might want to shake. That's totally normal. Maybe there's a sound that wants to come out. Let that energy move so you can create more spaciousness in yourself and in your life to move forwards with clarity. Let's pivot your left heel down and open to warrior 2. Lengthen your spine, press back with the outer edge of your left foot. Soften the shoulders, gazes over your right middle finger. Notice where the body is in space here. So feel the grounding of your feet. Feel the lengthening of your spine. That nice deep bend in the right knee, almost paralleling your right shin or your right thigh to the mat. And then you're lifting tall. Feel that lift from the pelvis. When you can draw awareness to the pelvis, bringing the breath there, and then you get that nice lift. Good. Begin to extend the right knee. Press forward with the right foot, push back with the left, and then slowly reach forward. Sides of the waist are long, Trikonasana. Opening the heart to the left. So your hand can either come to the inner right ankle, inner right foot, peace fingers around the right big toe, or hand to the outer edge of your right foot. Activate your right quad and let your left shoulder soften. And then notice all the sensations in the body from head to toe. How can you create more spaciousness with the breath, but also stability through activation? Rolling the shoulders back helps to open the chest. The legs are rooting you down, so activating the quads. Maybe releasing tension in the wrists. Wiggle the fingers. Percy's joining. Exhale, lower your left hand. And begin to walk the hands over to the left. Let's pivot your right toes in. Lengthen your spine and begin to press the feet apart as you rise up. Big inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Turn your heels in. Toes are out. And begin to bend the knees, coming into Utthita Konasana. Ground into all four corners of the feet. And just begin to take some slow circles into the pelvis. Just feeling the pelvis mobilize, really accentuate the movement of your tailbone here. And then notice the spine will want to round. So lift your chest forward and keep your spine lifting tall. Imagine there was that white beam of light coming down through the top of your crown, connecting you to the earth and just clearing out any impurities, toxins from the spine, connecting you back to your strength in the spine, keeping it nice and tall. And then reverse the direction of your circles. Good. Nice work. Pressing the feet down, let's rise up. Big inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Pivot your right toes in. Turn your left toes to the back of the mat. Let's bring your hands to hips, bend your left knee and pivot off your right heel. You're in your high lunge, facing the back edge of the mat. Maybe interlacing the fingers for a bind. Rise off your right heel and pull your left heel back. Feel the left hamstring fire on. Lift from your pelvis and press your feet down. And just notice where your body is in space. Feel where your body is in space. Feel the strength of this bind, of this hand mudra, Kali mudra. Feel your right glutes strong and fired on. Good. Begin to pivot the right heel down and open warrior two. Press the feet apart, lift your spine, soften the shoulders. Gaze over your left middle finger. And sometimes I like to say turn on the triceps, and that can help release a bit of tension in the shoulders. Maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your wrists a bit and go and just help that energy move. That energy maybe of anxiety if you're feeling it in your chest, because the arms and hands are connected to the heart chakra. And so it can help when you release any holding and contraction. It can help open the channels for the energy to move where it needs to move, so it's not getting stuck in one place of the body. Lengthen your spine tall. And keep pressing back with that right foot. That right glute is strong, but also the right quad is activated. The left knee bends a little more. And don't worry so much about finding complete stillness in the shape, because there's always these micro movements that can help us realign the bones, activate the muscles to create more expansion with the breath, more connection with the breath. So let the mind go of needing to be still and tune into what the body is wanting to do in this shape. Your intuitive motions of the body, the embodiment of your intuition coming through, that trust in yourself. Good, and then begin to straighten your left knee. Let's reach forward, bringing your left hand either to the inner left calf, ankle, foot, or outer edge of that foot, or peace fingers around the big toe. Opening your heart, gentle tuck of the tailbone, and then lengthen your spine as you turn your gaze, option to turn your gaze up to your right hand, or it can be down. Get your balance always first. And try to really spread through the toes and feel the toes pushing down. Always activating and connecting with all the joints in our body. Every pose is a full body engagement, full body connection. Even if it targets certain parts of the body more, we need our full body on board and our full awareness of our mind towards our whole body. And it's that awareness of the mind towards those parts of our body that create that meditative practice for ourselves. It puts us into the full presence of embodiment. Good. Activating your left quad to protect the knee, and the knee doesn't have to be fully straight. It can have a slight bend. Good. And slowly lowering the right hand. Walking the hands over to the right. You're pivoting your left toes in. Nice work. Press the feet apart. Take an inhale to lengthen halfway. And an exhale to forward fold, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana A. So notice the spine. If you're rounding, you want to lengthen the spine forward by coming up onto tented fingers. Your knees can also bend to help create that neutrality in the spine. So we always want to have the neutrality in the spine to help create more opening with the breath. So if the spine is rounded and contracted, the breath isn't moving through the body. And if you've been practicing with me for a while, I know that you're probably already deep in your variation. So just continue to hold and connect with the ground. Connect with your whole body from head to toe. Pressing the feet apart, engaging your quads. Let your shoulders relax and breathe into that place maybe where you're trying to have that control. Breathe in towards it. And then blow out with the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathing the breath in towards that part, that shaky anxiety part with compassion. Breathing it in. And blow it out with the mouth. And 1 more time, breathing in. And blow it out with the mouth. Good. Let's walk the hands back into the shoulders. Lengthen halfway. Begin to rise all the way up. Let's reach the arms high. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Pivot your heels in, toes turn out. Bend the knees, come back into your goddess. Draw the knees back and then lift from the pelvis and take some gentle circles into the hips. And grounding all 4 corners of your feet. Notice the feet really pressing down, stabilizing here, helping to support more movement because you can feel that stabilization. And then beginning to come through center, and let's reverse. And just feeling into each movement, breathing into the pelvis, keeping the spine nice and long. Good. Come through center. Let's straighten the knees. Reach the arms out to a T. Pivot your left toes in. Turn your right toes forward. Bend your right knee. And then begin to sweep your left arm forward. Rise off your left heel. Come into your high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart. Ground into your right foot. And begin to hinge forward over that right hip. Rise off your left heel. Push the right heel down and float that left leg up into your warrior 3. Dropping your left hip down. Stay with your breath. Good. And gently begin to draw your left knee forward and up. And bringing your left hand to shin, right arm reaches high. Option 1, you're here. Option 2, peace fingers come around your left big toe and you're kicking out any amount, drawing your left shoulder back as you activate your left quad. Hold and breathe for 5. Push your right foot down and lift from your pelvis. Gentle tuck of the tailbone. Last 3, 2, and 1. You're opening that left leg out, maybe leveling the right arm out. Maybe gaze is over that right shoulder, and your palm can be up of that right hand. Really ground into all 4 corners of the right foot. Feel the strength building in your right calf. Last 3 breaths. For 2 and 1. Let's draw your left leg back through center. Arms reach high. Hold here for 5. Interlace for your Kali Mudra. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower with control. And exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. I'm coming to the back of the mat. You can stay at the front of your mat. I'm just doing this so I can face you this time. As you inhale, reach your arms high. And exhale, hands to heart, bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Hug the knees together. This time you're twisting to the right, so pressing your left elbow into your right thigh. And then draw your left knee and hip back. Maybe turn your gaze up and over that right shoulder. Good. Let your shoulders soften. Keep lifting your heart to your thumbs. Just noticing all the points of your body that can press into the ground, creating that power, that strength, using the force of the ground and the earth as support. Breathing here, nice and deep. Good, and as you inhale, come back through center. Gentle bend of your left knee, and slowly step that right leg back. Rising up into your high lunge, big inhale. Good. Let's interlace for a bind. Stay lifted off your right heel. Lift from your pelvis. Notice when you lift from your pelvis, then you don't dump the weight in the hips. Bend into your left knee a little more and keep lifting from your pelvis. Soften the shoulders. Good. Begin to pivot your right heel down. Open warrior 2. Lengthen your spine. Gaze is over that left middle finger. And just keeping that whole present awareness on your body from head to toe. Shoulders stacked over hips. Gentle tuck of the tailbone. Notice how that maybe realigns you with a deeper connection to your breath. It's when our bodies can be out of alignment that it can be hard for us to get more breath into certain parts. So yoga is a great tool to help us with that proprioception. Let's reach forward and bring your left forearm to top of left thigh. Right arm sweeps alongside the ear. You're staying here. Option 1. Option 2, left hand to inner edge of left foot. Tilt your pelvis forward as you lean your shoulders back. Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. And again, weight is on all 4 corners of that left foot, so you're pressing down and pulling that left heel back so you're not totally dumping in that left hip, and then press back with your right foot. Maybe rotate your right pinky down towards the ground and lean your right shoulder back. Good. As you exhale, lower your right hand down. Pivot off your right heel and heel toe your left foot out. You're in lizard lunge. Roll your shoulders back. Try to keep that right knee lifted. If it needs to come down, that's okay too though. And then pull your left heel back and drag your right toes forward. If the knee is down, try to pull your right knee forward. So you'll feel this deeper activation in your left hamstring and more stability in the pelvis. Push the ground away, roll the shoulders back. Breathe nice and deep here. Notice what that left knee is doing. If it wants to wing out, try to draw it back through center and push it into your left arm. And again, there's no right or wrong. It's not necessarily bad for it to wing out. It's just, I like to do things differently in each practice so we're not always getting caught in the same patterns of movement. So with it pressing into your left arm, this will create more of an internal rotation in the left hip. Good, then begin to walk the hands over to the right. Let's pivot your right heel down and turn your left toes in. I'm coming back to that message that I brought in at the beginning of practice. You can come onto tented fingers here, find your breath. Whatever you want to change in your physical world can change. It requires a commitment to consciousness and growth, as well as unconditional trust in the process. Don't give up until all is as you wish it to be. You must believe in yourself and in the power of the divine. We are all worthy of having what we truly desire in our lives. So know that you are worthy. And worthiness is when we can tune into ourselves, into those more challenging parts that are feeling shaky, and sit with them. That's actually connecting in with those parts of ourselves, letting them know that they are worthy of love, even when they haven't, in whatever experiences they have had in the past, have maybe deterred them from that realization. So when we can sit with that uncomfortableness, it's bringing ourselves back to that worthiness of love that we are. Don't give up until all is as you wish it to be. You must believe in yourself and in the power of the divine. Let's hinge forward, come into Prasarita Padottanasana. Maybe finding a different variation with the hands. So maybe reaching the hands to the outer edges of the feet this time and hugging elbows to shins. Weight comes into the big toes. Let's lift the hips high and let the shoulders soften. Stay connected to your breath. Feel your hips begin to activate, the hip flexors activate to create that lock. And then breathe into that. Good, let's come on to the fingertips, hands under shoulders, lengthen halfway. Begin to pivot the heels in, bend the knees and rise up into your goddess. Bring hands to heart and just begin to take some gentle circles into the hips. Good. Coming through center, begin to pivot your left heel down, turn your right toes forward, and pivot off your left heel. Come into your high lunge, big inhale, lengthen the spine. Holding here. Maybe interlace for a bind. Bend deeper into that right knee. Good. And then begin to pivot your left heel down, open up to your warrior two, lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders, gaze over that right middle finger. Begin to bring your right forearm to top of right thigh. Left arm sweeps up alongside your ear. You can stay here or bring your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot. Tilt your front of the pelvis forward. Keep that back leg strong. And then lengthen the spine and reach that left arm alongside your ear, but feel that connection of your left shoulder hugging to the midline of your back body. Breathing nice and deep. Good. And as you exhale, let's lower your left hand down, pivot off your left heel, and heel toe your right foot out. Come into your lizard lunge. Press that right knee into your right arm. Your left knee is lifted, or it can be on the mat here. Stay connected as you push the palms down, roll the shoulders back, breathe. Use that Ujjayi breath to move out any last bit of energy here. Good. And then begin to walk the hands over to the left. Pivot your right toes in. Begin to heel toe the feet in towards each other. Begin to curl the spine all the way up. As you inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, let's step the feet wide. Pivot your left toes to the back edge of the mat. Bend your left knee and rise off your right heel. Reach the arms high and draw your right knee forward and up. Good, hands to heart. Begin to bring your right hand to shin, left arm reaches high, or you're bringing peace fingers around the right big toe. Kick out, draw your right shoulder back, hold and breathe. Lengthen your spine. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open that right leg out, level your left arm. The palm can be up towards the sky. Hug your right shoulder into the center line of your back body. Push down with your left foot. Really push that left foot down to the ground and let the ankle wobble. Nice work. Stay connected to the breath. And then begin to draw your right leg back through center. Arms reach high. Interlace for a bind. Hold and breathe for 5. We're almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Float that right leg down and sweep it back. Hands to heart. Come into your warrior 3. Press your left foot down. Hold and breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rise up to stand. Good. And let's come to land on our knees, same way we started the practice, just bringing the hands to the thighs, taking a big inhale in. Full exhale out. If you wish to take a Shavasana, I would suggest that. Coming onto your back. If you have to get going, that's okay too. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I will read our verse one more time so you can take that with you into your day. Whatever you want to change in your physical world can change. It requires a commitment to consciousness and growth, as well as unconditional trust in the process. Don't give up until all is as you wish it to be. You must believe in yourself and in the power of the divine. Namaste.